Hello, everyone. Let's talk about brand personality. What is it? Do you have it? And the answer is yes, whether you know it or not. Um, when it comes to social media, expressing your brand personality is so important because social media is different from regular advertising because it has much more of that human component. It's a two-way conversation. It's trying to make those human connections and relationships with the people that are your ideal customer that it's going to be a pleasure to work with, not just with everybody that's out there on Facebook. So, knowing your brand personality is key to creating your content so that you can connect with your ideal customer. So, it's really a great investment of time to give some thought to your brand personality. I'm Melinda Schmidtkenack. This is Work Together Wednesday. If you are watching, please say hello, wave, like this video, share it with someone. If you're watching the replay, type in #replay. I really appreciate your support. And if you have questions or value add, if you have comments that are helpful, tips to share, please put them in the comment box. So, what is brand personality? Well, here's what I would say. If you have not given thought to your brand personality, then it's possible your brand personality is boring. um, and everyone has a brand, whether even if you're an independent direct marketing person, your brand is slightly different from the main company's brand. If you work for a big company, of course, there's the big company's brand. But when it comes to social media, if you're a small business, your brand has a personality, it has a style, and it needs to reflect the brand values and who you are, the human component behind your brand. That's the goal. The goal is to express that personality on social media in such a way that people get it, or they have common ground, or they're attracted to what you're doing because of that personality. And what I was saying before at the beginning is every brand has a personality, and if you haven't given thought to yours, you may be coming across as boring, as a boring personality, as something you might be turning customers off, or you're not standing out from the crowd because you haven't taken the time to give thought to your brand personality. So some examples of this, of course, if you know me, if you don't know me, I'm a hat person. This is not a gimmick. I started wearing and collecting hats at about age 16, and it makes me feel stylish, and it's great for bad hair days. And so I have incorporated that into my Resonate marketing brand. I wear hats. Some days I don't feel like wearing a hat, and I wear a hat anyway if I'm doing business activities because that's part of my brand personality. If you go to my website, resonateyourideas.com, you'll see my brand is colorful, it's contemporary, it's lighthearted. How do we express this? In the color scheme, of course, in the style, in the font. Are you using a traditional font? Are you using a sans serif, a contemporary font? Are you using a script font because you're girly and feminine? So you express it in your font and you express it in your wording, your language. Are you formal? Are you traditional? Are you really casual and laid back? If your target audience is millennial, they kind of have their own style of talking and communicating. Thank you, Kristen, for liking my hat and for watching. So if you have to take those things into account. If you're a one-man band, then your brand should really reflect who you are, your flavor. Like I said, even if you are an independent rep of a bigger organization, the way you service your clients and express that whatever you're selling or providing is a little bit different. It's unique to who you are. So you have your own personal brand, your spin on what the big company's brand is. So you want to communicate this in visual forms with your wording, the word choice that you use, as well as your aesthetics, your colors, and then your content. I love coffee. And I've been a dog owner. I grew up with dogs all my life, but about 6 years ago, we adopted a cat because my kids were begging and begging and begging for a cat. And that cat is so beautiful and wonderful and sweet that he has turned me into a crazy cat person. We only have one, but he's totally converted me into a cat person. So those are some things that I express on social media because those are kind of, I've adopted them for my brand personality. If you are a coffee lover, I want to bond with you over coffee. And we have a client, by the way, Marietta Perks, that is a coffee shop off the square in Marietta. I highly recommend that you stop by and check them out. It's so fun that I have a client that is a coffee shop. Um, and or if you're a crazy cat person, then we can bond over that. Although I do love dogs too, so I won't alienate anybody that has a dogs because, like I said, I grew up with them. But those are common points that I use sprinkled out throughout my content on social media to express my brand personality. If you have not given thought to your brand personality, I have a free tool for you. So let me share this. This is a document I put together to help you think about. And I've got some questions up here, and then I have spots for you to journal. What do these questions, what thoughts, free flow, your thoughts, what does this bring to mind for you? Talking about your competitors, an abundance mindset, what makes you unique, and authenticity. And then there's some words here that you can just circle, the ones that kind of, you feel it, they resonate with you. And maybe there's words not on the list, and then prioritize. Okay, which one are really the most for expressing your brand? I've got some other questions in here, and then I'm having you come down and say, okay, based on all of these thoughts, your brand voice is this, but not that. Let's do some compare and contrast. And then topics for social media that will express my brand personality and help me connect with my audience. So you can put those in there. And this lays the foundation for you to create your content on social media and have it be effective because it's expressing who you are, so it's going to attract the right kind of clients to you. If you would like this tool, I want to send it to you. Put in the comments if you would like me to private message you this tool, and I will be happy to send it your way. If you are interested in more support like this, I do offer an online social media crash course. You can take it at any time at your own pace. It takes less than 2 hours to complete. It's broken up into small little bite-sized videos. But we are starting coaching that goes along with my course next. And I don't usually do commercials on Work Together Wednesday, but in this case, it's time sensitive. So we are starting a group coaching cohort. It's going to be 4 sessions, 1 hour a week for the next 4 weeks, starting Tuesday, March 9th. You will get my course. And this tool is not part of my course. It's a bonus. It's a freemium today, but we will be using this tool and discussing it in our social media cohort. So if that is interesting to you, or if you know someone who says they've tried social media and it didn't work, or they know they need to be doing social, but they just don't have time for it, then please share this video with them. See if this information is of interest to them. I love helping people. I love helping small business owners, and it could be a great time to get started next Tuesday with us. Thanks, and I'll see you again next Wednesday.